Hey gang, Jack Lair here. Just doing a quick pickups video. Had some great luck this weekend. Not as much on video games, but I will cover the video games first. So those of you who are only concerned about video games can go ahead and skedaddle afterwards if you want. Kept finding golf games. Found Hot Shots Golf 2 for the PlayStation 2. Sadly, or maybe not sadly, I'm not sure, it had Need for Speed Underground 2 in it. So I love Need for Speed Underground. It's probably my second or third favorite series. So was fine getting that. My son is interested. He is 11. He is just going into middle school where they are starting to offer football. So got a Madden for him. I believe I got Madden 16 because I was told it was one of the okay ones. We're probably going to have to go all the way back to the Genesis for me to be able to help explain things to him, because most of the football games that are of the modern generations, I have no clue how to play. So, but we'll learn together. It'll be fun. The other thing is, since I didn't get Hot Shots Golf on the PlayStation 2, I picked up Hot Shots Golf Open Tee on the PSP. My PSP just kind of travels around with me wherever, so it's always fun to have. That's it for video games. Ish. No, it actually is. Sorry. Go ahead. Bye. But the other things that I got. So every store I walked into, it was like, oh, that thing I've been looking for. Why, thank you, of course. So this lovely little device is an antenna amplifier, a signal amplifier. So basically what it is, the idea is you put your antenna way out here, and then as the signal comes in, you plug this thing in, it boosts the signal internally, and then outputs them to here. Now, what I want it for is the opposite. So I collect is a bad word. I rescue. I rescue portable TVs. So whenever I find portable TVs that are just like, this is a black and white portable TV that nobody can use anymore because of the digital transition, this, as far as I know, I need to check the internals and all kinds of fun stuff, but the way you do it is you put a VCR or a Laserdisc player, which is my dream, up to this end, you have it go here, and then you have it go out to an antenna, and then you can broadcast to all of your little TVs that no longer work. It'll actually pick them up. You're only allowed to do a certain thing from FCC, and I'll look up all the rules once I figure out that this actually works. But great find. Didn't know I was going to get it, but I did. Major League. I have been thinking about this movie. Been thinking about this movie for a while now. And it just was like, I walked in, I was like, oh, Major League? $2? But of course. Well, hello, princess. My cat has wandered outside, and she is now braving the garage, which will be fun to catch her to get her back out. One of the book series that I like it's called The Hollows. It's from Kim Harrison. She's one of the authors that I've read time and time again. I'm worried she's going to just wander off. But this is a graphic novel in the series. And hang on a minute. Yeah, no, I hear you. I'm going to close that up just so you don't run back there. But graphic novel. This was $1.99. Could not believe I snapped that up because it's a original story in that series. The last thing that I saw was this bad boy. This is AudioVox. For those of you who know AudioVox, you probably know what this is. And you may be right. You may be wrong. I may be crazy. But it just may be a lunatic you're looking for. Sorry. I was listening to Billy Joel earlier. But this is a portable VHS player. And I wasn't going to get this. I was going to be good. I was going to leave it there. And I got a picture of it and sent it to my son, and he was like, "That's hilarious." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna get it though." And he's like, "How much is it?" I'm like, $5. He's like, "Go ahead and get it. I'll pay you back." So that's his. But that was just one store. All of that from one store. The second store, they have so many DVDs and there are some movies that you have to watch on VHS. Some movies that you just have to. Dungeons and Dragons is one of them. This is a VHS movie. Just like The Neverending Story. That's a VHS movie. You can have it on DVD, you can have it on Blu-ray, but unless you have like tracking errors, I don't recognize it as a real thing. Also stumbled across some IBM formatted diskettes. Why did I get these? I have no idea. Don't know. And because it was 50% off, I got season 1 of Gossip Girl. And for those of you who have never watched Gossip Girl, go back and watch the first season at least. Because you'll be like, oh, that person, oh, and that person, oh, and that person. And a lot of them, if not got their start, got their like launching point from Gossip Girl. And last but not least, I have no idea why I got this, other than it was $10, and that is, I now have a compound bow. I do not currently hunt. I may be picking it back up, but found this just sitting there. It will eventually need a new bowstring, but I can deal with that later. But how cool is that? $10. Now the ones that I had been seeing, and keep in mind this has, it doesn't have any pegs or sights. And I don't have any arrows. But for $10 I was like, alright, it's coming with me. They had a smaller one, but the problem is that this is the size that I'm used to from long ago. And a lot of the modern ones, they got shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter because they got more pulleys and they got more complicated. But that's it as far as... No! One more thing. This is the M8 something Android whatever. And it is a Bluetooth watch that connects to my phone and receives text messages and does all kinds of dumb things. And I'll eventually do a video on it. But in order to do a video on it, I need to do a video of... I need to get another thing to record me using my phone and this thing, and you get it. But that's it. Yes, it is. So I'll go ahead and let you go. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, go ahead and let me know in comments. And as always, play on.